This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Vauldemare here with a new game to play called Dark for the Xbox 360. Well, I don't really know a whole lot about this game. I've just heard poor things about it, that's all. So, I think it has something to do with, like, vampires or something like that, but the reason I play these games is that so I can find the shiny penny and the smelly turds. So, let's see. Hardy. I'll just try normal because I don't know how actually difficult this game actually is. Can I turn off the vibration? I'm kind of feeling it. That won't affect anything. I'm not. Well, I hope this thing doesn't have a vibration anyway. Alright, folks. We're playing Dark, the 3 out of 10 game for most reviewers. Let's see how crappy it actually is. Let's begin. Yes.
It all began in darkness. I awoke to a world of pain. A throbbing in my head pounded on my temples. Suddenly I saw white light approaching me. I saw a human form within that light. An angel. The shining light radiated something soothing.
Eric.
The angel spoke to me.
Eric, it's time.
The angel disappeared, and the hammering became more intense. Faster. Slowly, my sight returned. A rhythm and different sounds, which slowly coalesced to become music. The darkness slowly gave way to blurry surroundings. I focused on regaining my orientation. All around me I could see people, bodies twitching, moving to the rhythm of the music. I felt sick, but at least I could move again. I needed to run some water over my head. That would do me good.
Alright, point me in the right direction, game. Welcome back from that little intro there. I guess we're just gonna... I don't want to follow the story.
Please leave.
Bounce
You
around,
can't go
move
in
away.
there.
Let me move. Let me guess. The main character is a grizzled white guy with somewhat of a beard and a dark and a deep, gravelly
Needed
voice.
to run some water over my head. That would do me good.
Alright, anyway. Let's quit messing around and just do this. Looks like we're in some kind of neo dance club.
Barely stand, and the nausea was getting stronger. Gathering the last of my strength, I dragged myself on.
Looks like they're trying to do like a film noir type of a scene here. Kind of reminds me of what they did in certain scenes in Max Payne 3. Hello, loveboards. Can I get in on this? Come on now. They're monogamous. How boring. No, just kidding. This is a pretty fancy place. You'd think it'd be like nastier. Like in terms of just crap all over the floors, hateful words carved into the stalls.
Eric, your assignment is waiting.
Eric. Eric Bain. The name shot through my head like a bullet. It was my name. Other memories. Nothing. The darkness in my head veiled everything. The angel was gone, and so was the pain. It was time to find out who I was, or what I was doing here. Chances were the bouncer had seen me come in. Maybe he could shed some light on the subject.
Okay, now I get to move normally since I ran some water over my face. Saw the female angel of beauty, or whatever. Funny enough, in most stories, most of the angels I think are mostly male. Not that it really matters, just one of those things. Of course, the female bathroom is a lot nicer than guys. Of course. No, I've actually never been in a female.
Get out of my
bathroom.
face! We don't need an audience.
No, shit. get out of here. Talk to that bouncer. Tell me my life story.
I'm sorry, sir. Admission for staff and invited guests only.
Well, don't be enthusiastic about it now. Wait, it tells me to go. So I just have to go back. Can I explore? Or will it tell? He'll probably tell me to go here anyway. So, well, let's just follow the little dots. Connect the dots. La la la. Connect
Hi.
the dots.
Yeah? What do you want?
I wanted to ask. I couldn't get another word out. The sight of his weapon woke some kind of memory.
Hey man, you okay?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm doing fine. Did I come to the club alone, or was someone with me?
No idea. My shift had only just begun. My boss was watching the door before that.
Where can I find him?
Well, he's sure to be hanging around here somewhere. Ask at the bar for Tom.
That flashback had felt pretty damn realistic, even if I didn't completely understand it. What should I make of it? I made my way back into the club to find the head of security. Maybe he would be able to help me.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was like the Stanley Parable where you walked out and my character's like, I decided to go back to the club because the story told me to, and you're like, no, I don't want to. Except that had an interesting British guy talking, and this one it has like a...
Pretty.
Wow. That ain't, yeah, hello.
What do you want?
Oh. No, I already saw the male fantasy right there. Did you talk to anyone? Oh. Huh.
Hello.
They probably don't say... I was about to say, they probably don't say anything interesting. I mean, it looks like they try to give you some exploration. Hello. Man, do you go out in the street with that attire? I don't see how anyone could dress like that, male or female. I mean, it's like I give... Oh, what's his name now? Not Tim Robbins. Guy from Rocky Horror Picture Show. I can't remember his name now. Man, I give him credit for just walking around in that type of outfit also. Okay. Hey, at least you're dancing better than Shepard from the Mass Effect games. Just like bobbing your head, just swinging your arms back and forth. Okay. No, I'm not getting anything out of this anyway. Alright, let's go, I guess we're done messing with all these people. Anything else I can interact with? Or any collectibles I can...
Hey, baby. You're looking good. Anything I can do for you?
I have to go.
Aw, too bad. Then come back later, babe.
I know this is kind of disrespectful for an actress, but she looks kind of like Scarlett Johansson. I could be wrong, and you know, not to insult her or anything like that, but that's just... By insulting her, I mean, like, putting her face to a game like this, you know what I mean? Unless she's being paid millions of dollars. She's a big superhero actress now, so... With being a Black Widow. Alright, anyway. Okay, sorry, I'm done dicking around. Let's just talk to Tom. We're fine.
Hi. I'll have a...
You'll have a Bloody Mary. House style.
Who said I wanted a Bloody Mary?
Believe me, I know exactly what you want.
Do you know where Tom is?
Tom? Yes, I do happen to know where Tom is. Head upstairs and you'll find him. Good luck.
Okay, catch you later.
Yes. See you later.
The stuff tasted disgusting, and it had a strange aftertaste. However, my body saw it differently, and a pleasant warmth spread through me.
Yeah, if he's a vampire already, that's what happens to him. I'm not even spoiling anything, because I don't know what's going on. I've only read the synopsis, like the gist of the story, but he's pretty much a vampire. I mean, you saw that cutscene already. He's pretty much a vampire. And that lady gave him Bloody Mary, she's a vampire. Everyone's a vampire. And guess what? They're pretty vampires. They're not Nosferatu. I kind of like that, actually, as freaky as that is.
Hey, man.
Tom right there?
You okay?
Have we met?
Not directly, but don't we all know one another somehow? I mean, we're practically one big family.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Shit, man, you really don't know, do you?
My memory is a bit foggy at the moment.
Sure, whatever. I know exactly what you mean. Look, we can help you, man. I mean, I know someone who can. Follow me, dude. I'll take you to her. I'm sure she'll help you. Her name's Rose, and she knows more about that stuff than the rest of us.
So we're getting initiated, kind of like what's that movie where the teenager vampire club? Crap, I don't remember. It was I only watched it like once or twice. It
Hey,
wasn't
man,
really that.
you were really lucky
big
to meet
but-
me. There's some of us out there that are real bad news, dude. They would have just ripped your head off or something. Don't worry, we're almost there. By the way, Rose, she owns the sanctuary.
Let me guess, we're the good vampires, and we're gonna be fighting like bad vampires, right? Well, there's something I could grab off the person. Yes, I want to see the two females getting on in the middle of the nowhere. I've got much better things to do, like learn how to be a vampire. Like the pretty vampires, like I was mentioning before. It's never the Nosferatu vampire, it's always the pretty vampire. And they never make it to where it's like, oh, it's actually vampires using illusion or, you know, the ability to affect the mind to make you look pretty. No, they're actually pretty. I've noticed in recent culture the whole idea of the vampire is no longer like a curse that's bad. It's like the best curse ever. You know.
Hi, Tom. I see you brought a guest. Nice to see you again. Was the drink okay?
Hey, Rose, this dude has like got no idea what's happening. Can't remember a damn thing.
And he's here all alone?
Looks like it.
Hello, I'm still here. Could you tell me what's going on? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're a...
Vampire. A vampire, like Tom and me.
Yeah, right. Thanks for the drink. And no offense, but I'll just be going now.
Tom, show him.
Hey, neat trick, man.
What?
You automatically resorted to your vampire abilities out of pure reflex. Not bad. You seem to be a natural. Thank you, Tom. I'll take care of our guest now. You can go back.
Yo, later, man.
So?
My name is Eric. Eric Bain.
Well, Eric, I'm Rose. I hope our little demonstration convinced you.
I don't think I have any alternative.
That is correct. Right now, you also have a much bigger problem you need to take care of. You are not yet a fully fledged vampire, and that has some drawbacks.
There's a conversation system in this game?
Tell me more about
Alright.
vampires.
What would you like to know?
This is weird.
Tell me about
Alright,
yourself.
what about you?
Me? Well, it's been about 10 years since I was a normal human. I own this club, and I look after the young vampires, such as yourself. But I don't really want to talk about myself right now. Maybe some other time.
So are you a matriarch? Or... No, you're not an old enough
Can you
vampire
tell me
to be
something about the
matriarch.
vampires in the sanctuary?
Yes, I could tell you a little something, but that would be kind of inappropriate, wouldn't it? It's best if you speak with them yourself. Tom, you've already met. He's my head of security. The Kruger twins also work here in the club. April is behind the bar. I assume you remember her. June is our DJ. If you want to know more about them, I suggest you speak with them directly.
Everyone's a vampire.
How
Even
come
regular
nobody
humans
knows
are
that vampires really exist?
Because we're very careful not to attract attention. Do you think people out there would be happy if they knew that we're living amongst them? We can't be satisfied by synthetic or animal blood. Believe me, I've tried it. No, we need real blood, and we need it from a living person. We are powerful, Eric. You are powerful, but we are not invulnerable. Bullets can harm and even kill us. However, there are just a few of us, but we have plenty of conflict within our society. So we use our power and influence to keep people in the dark. There are vampires out there who have built economic empires and control the media. They ensure that our existence remains secret.
Let's talk about something else.
Gladly.
How come I'm not a full vampire yet?
If a vampire drinks your blood and kills you in the process, you will turn into a vampire yourself. However, that alone does not complete the transformation. First, you have to drink your creator's blood. Only then will you be a full-fledged vampire.
And since I don't know who made me a vampire, that's kind of a problem.
Exactly. A vampire doesn't just create another vampire for no reason. We try to hide our very existence from humans, and every newcomer increases the risk of being discovered. Your creator put us all at risk when he just left you behind. No vampire would willingly call down the wrath of all the others upon himself. I suppose something must have happened to him.
And what happens if I don't drink his blood?
You really don't want to know. I have no idea exactly what happens when someone becomes a vampire, but if you do not get the right blood, your brain starts to deteriorate. You will become more and more of an animal until you finally lose all of your humanity. We call these pitiful creatures ghouls. Believe me, you want to avoid becoming one of those creatures at all costs.
Do I have any options?
Ah, yes. The blood of an ancient and powerful vampire can theoretically replace your creator's blood. But I'm talking about vampires that have been in the business for several decades. You won't find anyone like that in the sanctuary. But I do know of someone. His name is John Blooming. He's the director of the Harding Museum downtown. Blooming is not a nice man. He's not likely to give you his blood voluntarily.
It's not as if I have much of a choice.
That is certainly true. However, you should talk to Tom before you head out. He can give you a few tips.
Interesting. We found out a bit about what the lore of this world's vampires are. I keep thinking it's like Vampire the Masquerade's version of it, but no, it's a little bit different. Like ghouls are just animal vampires and stuff like that. You know, I feel sorry for this voice actor. It sounds like he's not... Like, I've heard his voice before, and he's not a bad voice actor, but you can tell he is not
Welcome
trying
back, Eric.
at all.
I have something to do here first.
Come back to me when you're ready to go.
Yeah, we have to go talk to everyone before we leave. Alright. Let's go get this conversation tree finished. Why not? Excuse me. I wonder if anyone's back down in the bathroom. Hey, hit that up. No. Alright, so I guess we gotta talk to Tom. And I guess some of the other people are working. She didn't say this guy was right. Are you a vampire? We should just find glasses like from They Live. Everyone's a vampire. You just turn it on and see every other second. You're a vampire. You're a vampire. You lady, you're a vampire. Dance with me, vampire. Dance with me. Ugh. Not a fan of this techno music, let me tell you.
Hey, you're
Rose.
Eric, right? Tom told me about you. I'm April Kruger. If there's anything I can do for you, just let me know, okay?
Okay, she's April, not Rose. I don't know why I thought she was Rose.
Tell me about vampires.
I'd like to help you, Eric, but to be honest, I haven't been one for long. But what would you like to know?
Oh, I know where this guy's voice actor. He voices Geralt of Riviera from The Witcher. I knew I've heard this voice before, but he does better at that than this by far. It's like he was just caught off the street and he's just like, okay, I'll voice about vampires, whatever. Pay me.
What do you know about vampire abilities?
Not much, to be honest. My sister made me a vampire, so I can move super fast, which is pretty cool when you're mixing drinks. But we're not in Rose and Tom's league. I've heard there's some really powerful vampires out there who can throw cars and trucks around or like jump from high-rise buildings. But I've never met anyone who could do that, thank God.
Superheroes.
Tell me about the other vampires in the sanctuary.
Okay, so Tom, you know already. He's head of security and makes sure that everything stays cool. The humans are generally no problem, but sometimes other vampires drop by. But so far, everything has stayed under control. Rose owns the place. She is like a real genius with computers, and she's a total tech junkie too. June is my sister. She works here as a DJ. If you want to know anything about her, your best bet is to ask her yourself.
Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Eric.
Tell me about the museum.
I think there's a medieval exhibition there right now. It's been a few years since I visited. One thing I have heard is that the museum director is also one of us. But you'd be better off talking to Tom and Rose about him.
Give me a drink.
Give me a drink.
Sure thing, Eric. One drink coming up.
More Bloody Marys. Getting out of this mediocrity and techno film place. This is why I don't go to clubs and stuff like that. Mainly this like brightness and neon. hurts me in the brain. Okay, let's talk to Tom again, watching these two lovely painted ladies dance.
Hey, man. Everything okay?
Tutorial! Tell me how to play
Tell
the
me
game.
anything about the museum.
Rose told you about that? Sure, man. What do you want to know?
What do I need to know about the museum?
Hey, man. I ain't exactly a museum aficionado. Look, some rich snob had it brought here from Europe. Used to be a castle or something like that. Otherwise, the guards are pretty useless. Just fat old dudes, you know? They only carry pistols, and they probably could have hit a house at 20 yards with them. The annex is an old watchtower kind of thing. That's where you'll find the security office.
Okay, thanks.
There's just one more thing.
What?
Little
Word
Mac.
is, Blooming's digitized a few things about vampirism to keep in the museum. I'd really love to cast an eye on them, bro. Maybe you could find them and bring them back with you. If you do go to the museum, it'd be way cool if you could bring something back for me.
If I get the chance.
Is that like extra experience
Tell
or
me about
items or something?
blooming.
Blooming is one crazy son of a bitch. Guy really ain't got both oars in the water, man. I met him about a year ago because I was thinking about working for him. But that dude is crazy. You know, it's gotten even worse over the last few months. The last one who went over to see him never returned. We figured Blooming killed him.
Sounds like fun.
Sure, man, if you got a thing for nutcases.
Let's talk about something else.
Sure, man. Whatever you want.
Didn't I already talk about this?
Can you tell me anything about vampires?
Sure can, dude. What do you want to know?
What do you know
Vampire
about
powers.
vampire powers?
The cool thing about us vampires is that we can do some pretty cool shit. You've already showed us your shadow trick, and that was some slick trick, man. Generally, though, abilities are different from vampire to vampire. For example, it made Rose into this like wild technology guru. My vampire thing is I learned to see through shit, like X-ray eyes for real, man. And I can now hit even harder than before. The older a vampire gets, the more awesome the tricks he learns, man. They say the really old vampires who've like been around for centuries can do some really kinky shit, man.
This is really inconsistent. It's like the superhero world. People just get powers all of a sudden. You should be a little bit more consistent with how vampires earn powers if you want to make it
What do you know about
believable.
us?
Not much, man. If you kill someone by drinking his blood, then he turns into a vampire too. Usually causes memory loss, and you don't remember anything from your past. That's what's happened to you, man. You'll wander around as a vampire for a few days, but then you'll slowly start to act more and more like an animal. Eventually, your brain just quits on you, dude. And you end up being one of those mindless ghouls. But, hey man, that ain't gonna happen, right? I'm sure.
Let's talk about something else.
Okay, dude, whatever you want.
Can you tell me anything about the museum?
Sure can, dude. What do you want to know?
Okay.
Let's talk about
New
something else.
conversation tree.
Sure, man.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
Why is that still up there then?
Rose
Alright,
said you could
let's do
teach
this.
me something more.
Not really teach, you know. But I got an idea about how you can train your intuitive reflexes. There's a few thugs hanging around out front of the club. Maybe you could check it out.
We'll do that later because I think. Actually, you know what? I think it's a good chance to. We'll take a break here, learn a bit more of our powers, and enter into the world of Dark. This is as exciting as it's making me feel right now. Woohoo! Let's just look at our main character. He doesn't care. I mean, he didn't even freak out when we found out he's a vampire. He's just like, all right, I'm a vampire. What else can I do? All right, see y'all next time, and thanks for watching.